This is a key fob from a 2020 Kia. It's got a dead battery, flat battery. In this video, I'm going to try to change it. I don't know how to change it exactly just yet because I was stuck with this idiotic owner's manual here that Kia produced. So I'm going to try to make sense out of this and in this video, change the battery in this one sometime today. So let's get going. A couple of issues with the owner's manual. So for a starter, this isn't a key fob. They call it a transmitter. So if you try to type into the search bar key or key fob, whatever, of course it's gonna go nowhere. Problem number two, the item here doesn't nearly match the item in my hand. It looks like, hey, it has the same shape. Yeah, that's kind of where similar it is very quickly. And so let's take a look at this here. It shows a line here in the case that isn't on this object. There is no break line or cut line, nothing, or a line of separation, nothing here. So this part cannot be removed just by an arrow pointing up. So that's not happening. Let's take a look at how did we get from this shape to this Batman shape to begin with. So this is a key that removes. If you press this button on that side, there's nothing on this side, so press the button there, and there is the physical key that's inside this key fob. Yes, it's a transmitter, and it locks in place. If this is in your pocket and this is tight against your pants or whatever, and of course the key ring goes through here, whoops, you're gonna lose the whole thing in no time. But you will end up with at least a key. But how practical this button is, you be the judge of that. So let's produce this Batman shape at least, because that's kind of somehow part of the journey here. Let's read the instructions here. So 3-volt battery lasts for several years. Yes, this is 2024 and this is a 2020 Kia. So use the following procedure. Insert a slim tool. Whatever the hell is a slim tool, that depends on how you define it. I'm gonna go with this screwdriver. Of course, you poke your hand with whatever you like and gently pry open the transmitter center cover. Again, there is no center cover. And start prying where? Wherever you start prying, wherever you force it in, it's gonna deform the plastic. It's not gonna be nice. So this is what I reckon. In the case, there is this spot here where this prying can begin, and you can see that it opened up the side here a little bit. So let's work with this. Let's rotate it a little more, like so. So that way, if the plastic is deformed, it's contained here and it's covered by the key. I don't know what's gonna happen to this spring mechanism there, and I have no idea what else is gonna spring open from here. All right, so it's been pried open. Let's see, am I gonna lose all of the buttons from or anything from this side? No. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it there. So here's the battery, like they say, CR2032. It's right here. So let's see how this comes out. Okay, this looks sensible, but because the whole thing lifts up and separates, and I kind of want to keep the buttons in place. Oops, I just dropped this piece. That's gonna be fun to put back. All right, the battery is out. So far so good. So let's find a CR2032. I know it's upside down. Let's find a replacement. So let's see how many volts are left in the battery, aka at what voltage does the key fob transmitter stop operating. Let's see, 2.672 volts when it's dead. A new 3-volt battery starts at 3.3, so that's the dead one. The new one is gonna be Energizer, why not? new batteries start life with that almost 3.3 volts, so that's when it's 100% good. So at 3 volts there's still enough function left in this. You can go down to 2.6, at which point it's dead. Okay, let's put this battery in. Again, it's marked with the plus sign on this side of the battery. Just slide it in there and that's done. I have to balance this plastic bit along the edge somehow. Yeah, mostly somehow. Yeah, of course it's the other way around. No, this way around. No, what way around? This way. All right, staying together. And hopefully these plastic components here and the lid stay in place, and everything, the keys on the underside, the buttons stay in place. And I really don't want to see what happens with this spring mechanism. If you knock it out of place, you're just gonna make your life really miserable rather fast. So let's just try to snap it all back together. Okay, it went back together. Buttons still feel like the buttons should, so that's good. And let's see, that still clicks together. All right, of course we need to try it next to the car. I trust this is fully functional.